Hello everyone, today we are going to be playing one of my favorite games of all time, 2003 Nintendo game, Fire Emblem Blazing Sword. In this playthrough, I'm going to be letting you guys, I'm going to be reading out the entire story, and playing this as an Ironman run, which is when a character dies, I will not be able to restart the game, or pretty much I can't restart the game, so I can't restart chapters that I play. If someone dies, they're gone for good. Yeah, pretty much no save files. The only time I save is between my chapters or between battles, when I stop recording the videos. But pretty much everything's just going to be, you get one chance and that's it for through the adventure. So I can't wait to show you guys this game if you haven't seen it before. For those who have played this game before, welcome back. Here's some nostalgia. But yeah, this is one of my favorite games of all time, just like Advanced Wars and Halo. These games are my childhood, and yeah, I can't wait to show you guys. So we're going to be playing through the story mode. We're going to be playing from the very beginning, because that's how I play the game. So we'll go ahead and I'll let you guys see the opening scene here. Just a little bit of a background of what this game will be, more about, more or less. Iconic music of Fire Emblem. So anyways, the soundtrack to this game, and pretty much almost any Fire Emblem game, is amazing. As we go through the game, there's going to be so many soundtracks that I'm just going to be really happy to listen to. And I hope you guys enjoy them. And if you guys already have played this game, again, you're going to... I know you guys will enjoy the music as well. So these are just some of the classes that are going to be inside the game, but these aren't exactly exact representations of what they will be like. So anyways, we're going to hop right in. So as you can see, this is a 2003 Nintendo game. So I'm playing this on the Visual Boy emulator for my PC. I have played this on the GBA many times, so many times over. But this time, we're going to be playing from the beginning. We're going to be playing Lynn. So she has the chapters, the prologue to chapter 10, and then we'll go ahead and we'll choose not Ellawood, who is the absolute main character of the story, but Hector, his close friend. His story mode is like the advanced mode of the game, and we're going to be playing his hard mode, which is a lot harder. But yeah, so Ellawood's hard mode, it's a little bit difficult, but not too bad. The real game is really playing Hector's hard mode. It's a lot more difficult, but it's a lot more fun in my opinion. But like I said, we're going to start here all the way in the beginning. We're going to give you guys the full story from beginning to end, and hopefully I don't die along the way, or I will restart. And we'll see how long this series goes on for. Just like my attempt at the sequel of the story that follows this game, but the prequel game which is Fire Emblem 6, Binding Blade, that follows Roy, I tried to do the hard mode Ironman. Too hard for me to do, apparently, because I haven't played that game enough. So we're going to play this one that I have played a lot of times. Recently, me and my brother actually did do a hard mode Ironman run, and it didn't go so well for me. I failed like 10 times before I finally finished. But this one's going to be more for you guys to see the story. So we'll see how things go. If I keep losing at any point, then I'll probably just stop and I'll go ahead and finish the story so you guys can see. Okay? Alright, so here we go. We're going to start Lynn's hard mode. New data. Okay. And my name is Shane. I'm born September. Okay, which is also good. In this game, the date of birth you put, it has a little element next to my name. That's because it's going to boost every character that has that element affinity. You guys will see what I'm talking about later. Are you awake? Girl, I found you unconscious on the plains. So, this is one of my favorite characters in the entire game. Lynn, or Lindis, and so she's going to be one of our main characters throughout our playthrough, and I'll show you guys why she's one of my favorite characters as we play. But for now, let's go ahead and read the story. I am Lynn of the Lorca tribe. You're safe now. Who are you? Can you remember your name? Your name is Shane. What an odd sounding name. But pay me no mind, it is a good name. I see by your attire that you are a traveler. What brings you to the Sakai Plains? Would you share your story with me? What was that noise? I'll go see what's happening. Shane, wait here for me. Oh no, bandits! They must have come down from the burned mountains. They must be planning on raiding the local villages. I have to stop them. If that's all of them, I think I can handle them on my own. You'll be safe in here, Shane. What? You want to help? Well, can you use a weapon? Ah, I see. You're a strategist by trade. An odd profession, but... Very well, we'll go together. Over here. If you want to help Shane, I could use your advice. I'll protect you, so stay close to me. Okay, so just like my Binding Blade, if you guys saw, we are going to be having turn-by-turn gameplay. So, I'm going to go ahead and change some options here. I want to change their battle animations to solo. I'm not going to be able to view everybody, but I will view some of my favorite characters, or characters though who I think have cool animations as we go along. I'm going to change the animations to a little bit faster, that way we can speed a little bit more through the game here. Turn off some other preferences. Okay, so we have Lynn here. Basic Lord. She isn't exactly strong. So her style of Lord is that she's going to have a lot of speed, a lot of skill, low strength, low defenses, and probably low HP as well. But she will be fast, giving her the ability to dodge enemies. And so if we look at our stats here, so this is our base stats, but this is our where we can see how much damage we deal with attack, our chance to hit, our chance to avoid attacks, and our chance of dealing critical damage. Critical hits deal 3 times as much damage as a regular attack. And we can also see their range, depending on what weapon they use. Okay? And then we can also see what weapons the character can use here. But that's not important right now. And if we go over here, we have bandits. So we got like brigands here. These guys use axes. And unfortunately, they're not very good against Lynn, who's using a sword. So most enemies will come with weak stats like this one. But as we go through the story, they'll get stronger. So we'll show you guys more details as we get into the game. Let's close in and attack. So I'm heading up to the top because, as you guys can see, there are some mountains over here. We got peaks, mountains, and forests. These are extra terrain bonuses. It says right in the bottom left, defense and avoidability. So if I attack this brigand here, this is my stats. It has the HP on top, with the MT being the damage dealt, hit rate, and critical hit rate. So it's pretty good in my favor. Swords are good against axes, axes are good against lances, and lances are good against swords. So because I have a sword and the enemy has an axe, I have the advantage. However, if you guys can see, he has a 39% chance of hitting me. But if I go into the forest over here, it drops all the way down to 19 because the forest gives me 1 extra defense and 20 avoidability. So utilizing defense is very key when we're playing this game, and you guys will see that as we go along. Granted, these are still percent chances of being hit, so of course even just a 1% chance I could still get hit. So can't always rely on the numbers all too much. Okay, so he's taken care of. And after every battle, we'll get some EXP, as you guys can see down here. Get experience points, and every time we hit 100, we'll get a level to increase our base stats. Alright, so let's go ahead and go over towards the boss. I'm going to take a chance with this beginning, and I'm going to strike this guy to start. If you're lucky, he won't hit you back, and then you can finish this chapter a lot sooner. We'll see how lucky I am. Oh no, he hit me. But if he misses this next attack, then I can finish on the next turn. If not, then I'm just going to have to restart the chapter again. So we'll see. Am I going to be lucky? This will determine how lucky I am in the run. Alright, so I dodged. Alright, so now I'm going to hit him twice, and on my turn I'll be able to finish him off. So that was a pretty lucky start for me. Go ahead and finish him off. What? How did you kill you? By attacking. Alright, so now we get a level up. Our first level for Lyn. HP, strength, luck, and resistance. That is a pretty good level. Like me, myself, and some of my brother. Whenever we see a level up, we always say if we get 4 stats or more, that's always a good thing, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 being HP. 7 stats to increase. If you can get at least 4, you're increasing more than 50% of the stats you can actually get, so that's always good. But 3 is, pretty decent. 1 and 2 is kind of sad, but it depends on what the stat is. So, it's very good to see that I got strength and speed as my first level, so that's fantastic. Alright, and usually to finish the chapter, it'll be in the top right, as you guys can see. It says Seize Gate. We are going to seize and finish the chapter. Good work, Shane. Let's go home. Good morning, Shane. Are you awake yet? That fight yesterday must have taken a lot out of you. Say, Shane, I want to talk to you about something. You have some experience in the ways of war, I can see. Would you allow me to travel with you? What? You want me to get permission from my parents? My mother and father died 6 months ago. My people, the Lorca, I'm the last of my tribe. Bandits attacked and they killed so many people. The tribe was scattered. My father was our chieftain, and I wanted to protect our people. But I'm so young, and our people were old-fashioned. They wouldn't follow a woman. No one would follow me. I'm so sorry. I've been alone for so long. No, no more. I will shed no more tears. Thank you. I'm better now. Shane, I want to become stronger so that I may avenge my father's death. Yesterday's battle taught me something. I won't become stronger by sitting here alone. Shane, tell me you'll train me, that you'll let me travel with you. You will? That's wonderful. Thank you. Oh, thank you. We'll be better off working together, I know it. You'll be my master strategist, and I'll be your peerless warrior. We can do it, right? Oh, absolutely. We are going to make this a grand adventure. Okay, so that was the first chapters. It's pretty much the prologue chapter, so let's not call it the first, but let's call it 0. Alright, let's see. So, the young fighter, a strange pair on an even stranger journey. To prepare for the long road ahead, they go to Bulgar, the commercial center of Sakai. Unbeknownst to Lyn, she will discover something that will alter her life forever. Alright, here we go. Chapter 1. Footsteps of Fate. Shane, over here. This is Bulgar, the biggest city in all of Sakai. We should purchase supplies for our journey. Oh my heart, what a dazzling vision of loveliness. Wait, oh beauteous one. Would you not favor me with your name, or better yet, your company? Where are you from, sir? From, Sir Knight, that you speak so freely to a stranger. Ha! I thought you'd never ask. I am from Lycia. I hail from the Kalen Canton, home to men of passion and fire. Shouldn't that be home to callow oafs with loose tongues? Ooh, you're even lovely when you're cruel. Let's go, Shane. I've nothing more to say. Wait, please. Sane, hold your tongue. Ah, Kent, my boon companion. Why so severe an expression? If your manner were more serious, I wouldn't have to be so severe. We still have a mission to complete. Sane. I know that, but how could I remain silent in the presence of such a beauty? It would have been discourteous. What do you know of courtesy? Excuse me, you're blocking the road. If you'd be so kind as to move your horses. Of course, my apologies. Thank you. Oops, I missed that one. Pardon me, but I feel we've met before. I beg your pardon. Hey, no fair, Kent. I saw her first. Tisk. It seems that there are no decent men among Lycia's knights. Let's go, Shane. I've run out of patience. Wait, please, it's not like that. Sane, you lout. Huh? Not like that. I thought you were... I am not you. Come, we must follow her. I suspect she might be... Be what? She's our mission? You're joking. Wait. Run! We're being pursued. Could it be those knights from town? No, it's not them. These men are out for blood. Hehehe, aren't you the pretty one? Your name is Lindis, is it not? What did you call me? Who are you? Such a waste, an absolute waste. The things I'll do for gold. Ah well, time to die, darling. Come out, boys. Oh no, there are more than I can handle. But I'll not give up. Hey, there she is. Huh? What? Whew, finally caught up. Hold you there, what is your business? Such numbers against a girl? Cowards, every one of you. You're from... We can discuss that later. It appears these ruffians mean to do you harm. If it is a fight they want, let them look to me. Stand back, I'll take care of this. No, this is my fight. Stay out of my way. Well, I can't just stand here and do nothing. I have a solution. You there, command us. I am Kent, a knight of Lycia. My companion is Sane. We will follow your orders in this battle. Is this acceptable, my lady? Yes, it is, Shane, and I will lead. Let's go. Alright, so our next two characters, Kent and Sane. So these two, they are the Cavalier class, which is the mountain knights with superior movement. Basically, they have good stats overall, as well as high movement. So Lynn can only move, you can see over here, only 5 movement, like so. Cavalry can move quite a bit more, so Lynn's all the way down here. I can't make it to the gate all the way up here, but these mounted units can. Alright, so they're really useful, but not to say that they're going to be the best units possible. Each one of these characters come with their own growth rates, and their levels will, vary depending on how they develop. Usually, I prefer to use Sane over Kent, just because of his what stats he likes to develop in. But not always the case. This time around, I'm actually going to try and use both of them, as there was another stat in this game using a support conversation, which you can build by fighting near each other. You guys can build a support bond, and you guys will get extra stats. Extra stats being maybe some extra attack, some extra crit, avoid, or hit. Sometimes it could be extra defense. So these two I know are going to have a good support conversation with each other. Therefore, they're going to get stronger just by being near each other, and because they're both Cavaliers, it will benefit both of them. Right. So for this chapter, I'm probably going to have Kent and Sane take most of the attacks, as I need them to level up a few times to do a chapter later on. But Lynn will be good for setting up the kills. As you can see, I can go in the forest and almost kill this brigand, which will be a good kill for Sane. Hopefully, Sane can kill this one. and I'll show you guys why I'm hoping. Oh yeah, let me just make sure that they're on. Okay, so we're gonna put the Cavaliers on. Cavaliers are really cool units to watch. So Sane has 1 Iron Lance. As I said before in the last chapter, axes beat lances, so this is gonna be a little bit of a stretch for me to try and kill this guy. I only have 67 percent chance of hitting, but we're gonna try anyways, as finishing off the enemies is really useful. There we go. And you get more EXP when you kill enemies than when you damage them, depending on your level. So this guy's gonna come over here. He's probably gonna go in the forest, but if we can try to get him to go up, that would be great. And then Kent actually has a sword and a lance because he's the quote-unquote smarter knight. He's not going to make as many mistakes as Sane, but that's not always the case in battle. Okay, so this guy, he's currently in the forest. I'm going to want him to move out before I attack him. So I'm going to leave Lynn right here. I'm going to have Kent go ahead and move up and start using the sword against these brigands up top. And for now, I'm going to leave Sane over here. Actually, yeah, I'm going to leave Sane right here in the forest. So again, Lynn is one of the speed, faster types of units, so she's not likely to get hit as long as I'm in the forest. Same thing with Kent. Since I'm in the forest, it's really going to be hard for these brigands to attack me. Okay, so with this one, I'm going to try again with Sane to try and kill this brigand. So, you know, 67%, it's not exactly a high number, so, you know, I'm pushing my luck with the attacks here, but that's okay. Lynn can come over here and finish this guy off. Alright. And then again, I'll just leave Kent right here, I guess. He can take the next attack from the brigand. And he'll also pull the other brigand this way as well. And I'm going to call them mostly by their class names, not by their map name, which is the bandits. That one's going to constantly change, and they're all going to be called Bandit, or Laos, or Burn. So, yeah, they're going to be called Brigands, because these are the types of units that they are. So, alright, for this one, I'm going to try again with Sane to try... Oh, maybe not. Because he's in a forest, it's going to be a lot harder to hit him. So we're going to have Lynn finish him off again. Just like this. Another level for Lynn. So not as great, only HP, luck, and resistance. That's like the typical not so good level. But I'll take the HP and luck. Luck, it definitely helps. It reduces the chance of being critical hit against you, as well as increasing your avoidability by 1. And the more HP Lynn gets, the better for me, so I'll take that. We're going to leave Sane here. The bandit should attack him with his lance out, and then either Sane or Lynn will be able to finish him off. I'm going to have Kent go start attacking the boss. Ouchie. Again, Sane missed. Not too happy about that, but that's okay. So we're going to have Sane attack one more time, because I know Lynn can finish him off. I still missed again, so Sane is not being very lucky right now, but that's alright. So I'm going to go over here, and Lynn will have a 100% hit rate, so I'll be able to finish this guy off, and Sane will be safe. And don't worry, I'm going to be giving Sane Lynn's Iron Sword soon, after the next chapter, because Lynn will be getting a good sword coming up. Cursed Knights, always tampering in others' affairs. So this guy, just like on the previous chapter, he's the boss. They usually have a little bit better stats than most of the enemies. You can tell he's the boss because he has that shield marking next to his sprite. Yeah, so not too much stronger. Maybe 1 more strength, a little bit more speed, but yeah, he's pretty much more HP, of course. But he's pretty much, you know, just as weak as the other units. So I'm actually going to go ahead and give Sane the sword now, as well as a vulnerary. and he might be able to help me get the kill on this next. So I'm gonna leave Kent right there, so he can take this hit first, or dodge, which is great, even better. Oh, and Kent gets a critical hit. 2% chance, very low, but that's really good for me. Blast, there's only supposed to be a lone girl. So Kent will go ahead and kill him, get a level, that's fine. Kent's first level, HP and strength. Not so great, but we'll take it. That's the last of them. Fantastic work, Shane. And now for these Knights of Lycia. You were going to share your story with me? Yes, we have ventured from Caelin in Lycia in search of someone. Sorry, thirsty. Lycia, that's the country beyond the mountains in the southwest, isn't it? Correct? We've come as messengers to the Lady Madeline, who eloped with a nomad some 19 years ago. Madeline? Our lord, the Marquis of Caelin's only daughter. He was heartbroken his own daughter would abandon him so. Eventually, the Marquis simply declared that he had no daughter. And then this year, we received a letter from Lady Madeline. It said that she, her husband, and their daughter were living happily on the Sakay plains. The Marquis was ecstatic to learn he had a granddaughter of 18 years. I remember the smile on his face when he announced that he had suddenly become a grandfather. The granddaughter's name is Lindis. This is also the name of the Marquis' wife, who passed away at an early age. Lindis? That she should bear his name thawed the Marquis' heart. Now his only wish is to meet his daughter's family at least once. This is why we're here. We didn't know that Lady Madeline died a few days after sending her letter. We only learned this shortly after we arrived here in Bulgar. But we also learned all was not lost. Her daughter yet lives. We heard that she was living alone on the plains. I knew it immediately. You are the Lady Lindis. Why would you think that? Your resemblance to your departed mother is remarkable. What? Did you know my mother? I'm sorry to say I never met her directly, but I saw her portraits in Castle Caelin. To the rest of my tribe, I was always Lynn, but when I was with my parents, when it was just the three of us, I was Lindis. It's all so strange. I was all alone in the world, and now I have a grandfather? Lindis, I never thought I would hear that name again. Wait, that bandit, he called me Lindis too. What? How could he have... He was a henchman of Lord Lundgren, huh? Lundgren? Who's that? He's the Marquis' younger brother. Everyone assumed the Lady Madeline was gone forever. This made Lord Lundgren heir to the Marquis' title. To be blunt, milady, your existence is an obstacle to your granduncle's ambitions. But I have no interest in inheriting any title. Unfortunately, your granduncle is not the sort of man to believe that. I believe the attempts on your life will persist. What should I do? Accompany us to Caelin. Continuing on this way is dangerous. I feel I have little choice. I will go with you. Alright. Shane, I'm sorry, this changes everything. What will you do, Shane? You want me to decide? Of course. Your companionship would do much to ease my training, but it's going to be so dangerous. You'll come? Are you sure? Thank you. Let me ask once again for your friendship and your aid. Alright, and we're done with Chapter 1. And so we're going to move on to Chapter 2, Sword of Spirits. A small altar lies on the outskirts of Bulgar. This ancient temple, sacred to the people of Sakay, has long been known for its powerful bond to the world of spirits. Before starting their journey, our travelers come here to pray for their well-being. At this altar, Lynn's hand is directed to a grand inheritance. Chapter 2, Sword of Spirits. Shane, hold a moment and allow me a short detour. There is a sacred sword enshrined in an altar east of here. The people of Sakay go there to pray for safety at the onset of a long journey. Oh, how quaint. The teachings of Elamine have the most followers in Elite. It is nice to see that here at last the ancient customs are still observed. But of course, they have bandits attacking. Old man, stay where you are and hold your tongue. Threaten me as you will, but I'll not give up the Mani Kati. The Manikari is a sacred blade under divine protection. It cannot be removed from its place of rest. You're a fool, old man. What good's a sword if you don't use it? Use it? In combat? Sacrilege. Sacrilege? I am glass. The gods fear my name. My swordplay is peerless. And if I want this sword, then this sword I shall have. Now, get out of my way. Oof. This is it. It's more magnificent than I imagined. This sword was made for a swordsman of my skill. What's this? I can't draw the sword from its scabbard. The spirits of the blade have judged you. You have been found wanting. They have rejected you. What? Listen, you senile old fool. If you value your own life, you'll get out of my sight. Curses, miserable spirits. I care nothing for you. I'll tear this altar down stone by stone. I beg your pardon, milady. Are you headed east to the altar? Yes, we are indeed. Then you must hurry and help the priest there. I saw a band of local ruffians head in there not long ago. They seemed intent on stealing the altar's sacred sword. The Manikari, they're going to steal it? I cannot allow this to happen. You look like a virtuous group. Please, help him. Lindis, what are you planning? If you hope to go to the priest's aid, you'll need to prepare. You're right. Say, Shane, there are some homes to the south of us. Perhaps we should go there and question the residents. So, I'm not going to be visiting these houses, as I've played through this game many times. I know the information that they'll be telling me. So first off, we do have these forts here. Forts will heal your allies' HP by a little bit. It varies depending on your unit type, I think, or maybe max HP, I'm not exactly sure, I can't remember. So if I do take damage, I can always go in the fort, but I do have vulneraries, which do heal 10 HP every use. And then there's also this crack in the wall. As you can see, it says 30 on the bottom left. That's how much damage I need to deal in order to break it open, and then we can walk right through it. So eventually, we are going to immediately go after that. For now, we're going to draw this brigand in here. So Sane will go ahead and strike the brigand first, and then Kent and Lynn will follow behind. Okay. Alright, I think... Yeah, so for this, I'm going to need Sane to use his lance on this wall so I can break in 2 shots. So he's going to go ahead and start doing that. I want to have Kent finish off the bandit, and then we're going to have Kent give Lynn her sword, and she's going to take care of the bandits to the south. They are coming through the mountains. Okay. Oof, I'm unlucky, I got hit. But no problem, Lynn is really strong now, so she can take care of these guys in a few shots. Alright, so we're going to have Sane break through here. And what we're going to do is I'm going to have Kent take Sane's sword, so that way I have the weapon triangle advantage against this bandit. Have Lynn kill this guy. Man, I am unlucky today. And again, it's not too scary that I'm at 2 HP, as I have a 100% chance of hitting this guy. So now on my turn, I'll be able to finish him off, and I'll be safe. Like so. And another level for Lynn. This is our third level. Skill, luck, and defense. So I like the defense, and the skill is the typical of her. Again, luck isn't too bad, but I really wish she would increase more HP and strength. Those 2 stats are hard for her to come by, but she's not leveling too bad. Like I said, as long as we get 3 or 4 stats or more per level, we're in good shape. Alright, so what I'm going to do is actually, because Kent's already engaged in a lot of combat, we're going to give the sword back to Sane, and we'll have him finish off this bandit. Okay. And Saint's going to go ahead and take care of the boss, who is a mercenary. He's also sitting on the throne, which also, one, gives him extra defense and avoidability, but also he recovers HP every turn. A lot of the bosses will sit on terrain like this to make them a little bit stronger than they are. Mercenary class units they're pretty strong. They have balanced stats, and they wield swords, which are the weakest weapons in the game, but they have good stats overall, making them a little bit more difficult. So what we're going to do is we're going to give Kent the sword to deal with the bandit at the bottom here. Have Lynn get ready to seize the throne, and we're going to have Sane go ahead and kill the boss. So if you're wondering why I'm leaving Lynn here with only 2 HP when the boss is here, most bosses, not all of them, but most of them do not move from the objective points because their job is to protect it. If he moved off of it, then I would be free to go and seize it. So his job is to just stay there and protect. Alright, so Sane's going to take care of this guy, which is perfect for him because he likes using a lance all the time. And only 2 shots to kill him too. You're dead. Alright, so we get Sane's first level. Hopefully you get some speed. HP and speed, not exactly the best level as we only got 2 stats, but we do want that speed as much as possible. So Kent's going to help take care of this guy down here. The reason why I want speed, I forgot to tell you guys. So, strength, higher the number, more damage you inflict. You pretty much add your strength to the amount of damage that a weapon will deal, and that's how much damage you'll deal. Minus the enemy's defense. Pretty straightforward. Skill will help your hit rate. Every weapon comes with a hit rate, so this Iron Lance comes with 80 hit, and then you can calculate how much extra hit rate you can get by adding the skill. Every skill adds another 2% to hit rate. Then you have speed. This affects both how much avoidability you have, as well as how much you can attack your enemy. So for instance, I have 7 speed. Most brigands at this stage of the game are going to have like 1 or 2 speed. So as long as you have 5 more speed than the enemy, you'll be able to attack. You can attack twice in combat instead of just 1. And then it works vice versa. If there's an enemy that has more speed than me by 5, then they'll be able to double me. So you guys will see that a lot more later on. Like I said, luck affects. It says many different things, and it's true. It affects on how much crit chance the enemy has, as well as it gives me a little bit of a void. Defense, pretty straightforward, which is damage from weapons. Resistance is how much magic defense I have. So when we get to magic, I'll be able to take less damage from magic there. Alright, so let's see. We're going to wait for Kent to finish off this brigand over here. I don't think we can get support conversations in Lynn's stories, but I'm going to go ahead and leave these guys next to each other. Have Lynn wait on the throne, not seize it yet, because we want to try to get as much EXP as we can. Alright, so we're going to get another Kent level here. Hopefully we get some speed. HP and skill, not exactly great, but... So, as we go through the game, we're going to see characters level up, and if characters do not level up really well, I might drop them from my, final roster. Right now we only have 3 units, so it's not too bad. I need them as much as possible, but once we start hitting like 8 to 10 or more characters, then we have to start to decide who we want to use. So right now, Kent isn't leveling all too great. Sane only just got his first level, and then Lynn will be required for the most part of the game. So I need her to level up good. Ah, your clothing. Are you of the Lorca tribe? I'm Lynn, the chieftain's daughter. Are you hurt, sir? Thanks to you, I'm unscathed. You have my gratitude. And the sword? Is it safe? Yes, I have sealed the sword safely away. Until I remove my spell, the sword cannot be drawn. Now, As a token of my gratitude, I shall allow you to lay hands upon the Manikati, touch the blade's pattern, and pray for a safe journey. Oh, thank you so much. What did... The sword, it's glowing. This is the power of the spirits. Lin, they have looked into your soul and they call out to you. What does that mean? You are its rightful owner. You are to wield the Manikati. No, I can't. I couldn't. It is the sword's wish. If you require proof, draw it from its sheath. Excuse me. It came out effortlessly. I never dared to hope that I might meet the wielder of the Manikati in my life. I am indeed fortunate to see your sword reach your hands. My sword. It is time for you to go, Lin. You face a great many ordeals. Grip this sword and meet your destiny head on. Yes. Yes, sir. Got the Manikati. So this blade, really useful. I'll show you guys in the next chapter. It's really strong it's a good sword for Lin. It's light, deals good damage, and really high hit rate, and has some crit chance added to it. So I might be able to, get some lucky damage. So this is the Manikati, a blade with no equal. This is also unbelievable. Perhaps the most famous sword in all of Sakai, in my hand. It's not so strange. In fact, many legends tell similar tales. Special blades all over the land call out to their proper owners. And yet, when I saw you draw that blade, Lindis, I felt something extraordinary. That sword was waiting for you. You were meant to draw it. Stop it. I'm nothing special. Think of it this way. Some weapons feel more comfortable in your hand, right? While the Manikati itself feels very comfortable with you. Does this make it any easier for you to accept? It does appear that either of us can't use it. It does feel right in my hand. A blade that only I can wield. That seems reasonable enough. I can understand that. Look at it, Shane. This is the Manikati. This is my sword. I must care for it well. Castle Caitlin. What? Madeline's daughter is still alive? Yes, Lord Lundgren. The girl is traveling with Kent and Sane. What are your orders? If we let them be... I've never heard that Northern Burn... I've heard that Northern Burn is full of bandits. She's just a girl. She'll not survive her journey here. I'm more concerned with my older brother. His life must be ended quickly. The poison. There must be no blunders. Yes, my lord. He suspects nothing and continues to drink it. The Marquis's death, due no doubt to sudden illness, is not far off. Soon, Kaylin will be mine. Alright, and we have completed chapter 2. So with that, I want to be ending this video here. We'll see how long each video becomes, but I just want to get through most of the prologue to start, just to get you guys started on this series. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Like I said, we're going to be taking this nice and slow, and I'm going to be showing you guys the entire story, while also trying to play what's called an Ironman run. So if someone dies along the way, they're not going to be able to come back. In this game, you can restart chapters. If I go ahead and let me skip through this really quick, I'll show you guys what I mean. So let's say I went over here, I had Sane attack, like so. Alright, I killed the unit, okay. But let's say I didn't want to do that this next time. I want to reset the game this way. Here, using the button controls. I can restart the chapter here, and then I can restart the chapter as if it never happened. So we're not going to be able to do that. The only time I will let that happen is, well, actually I won't let that happen, because if I lose, for example, if I lose Lin, the game is over. Then I'm going to restart the game. But if I lose like my new character or any of my Cavaliers, any unit that's not essential to the main story, then I can keep going as if they weren't part of my party in the first place. But I'm not gonna let that happen too often. Hopefully, I want to try and keep my characters alive as much as possible. Let's go back to the menu. So yeah, so this was the first part of Fire Emblem 7 Blazing Sword. It doesn't have the title on here. This is the North American version that was released back in 2003. The original version is in Japanese, and it has the title Rekka no Ken, I believe. And that one, the game is a little bit different, the Japanese version, from the international version. But we're going to be playing this one because this is the one I grew up on. So, with that, leave a like on this video if you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And yeah, stay tuned for the next part. I'll be going through this series pretty frequently, or because I could record these at any time that I want to play through the game. And since right now my brother has our Switch, I won't be recording. Like I said, I was going to go back to Fire Emblem Engage, so I'm going to head on to this game, which is a lot easier for me to play. I'll probably be able to play through this one, and then by the time he's done recording all his videos for Pikmin, I'll probably come back to Fire Emblem Engage right after. Alright? So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.